The major offensive known as Operation Rising Lion, launched by the Jewish state, struck nuclear sites, military installations, missile bases, and senior leadership, eliminating top Iran Revolutionary Guard chief Hossein Salami. Decades of countless Israeli warnings to Iran against its nuclear program came to an end on June 12th, when the IDF launched a precise and preemptive strike at Tehran.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat.
While Iran readies its retaliatory plans, unleashing its first installment of the counterattack on June 13th, silence of the key allies of the Islamic Republic is nothing but deafening. Where is Iran's axis of resistance? A network of anti-Israel militias, carefully nurtured and built with an assurance of joining Tehran in a war should the need arise. Even hours after IDF strikes penetrating deep inside Iran, all these militant groups, including Hezbollah, Hamas, and Houthis, could do was to issue a verbal condemnation. No vow of vengeance, no formidable military response. Ever since a war was imposed on Israel on October 7, 2023, the Jewish nation seems to have taken it upon itself to not just hammer these key Iranian allies, but also significantly diminished their capabilities. The fact that these so-called saviors of Shia Muslims in the region and supporters of Palestinian nationalism have been reduced to sitting ducks hints at just one thing. Tehran's grip on its axis of resistance has terribly weakened. How? Let's decode. The decimation of Iranian allies began after the brutal terrorist attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, when a deadly invasion of the Jewish state resulted in the killing of over 1,200 Israelis. In the 20-month-long war that followed, the IDF plundered Gaza, killing over 55,000 Palestinians and eliminating top Hamas commanders. The constant hammering of the Gazan terrorist group has reduced it to a weakened military force. As war spilled over to Lebanon, Hezbollah too came into the picture. From killing Nasrallah to deadly pager attack, Israel unleashed a stunning blow to the Lebanese militant group. Domestic dissent in Lebanon has only added to its woes. Accepting a ceasefire in November 2024, Hezbollah doesn't pose any major security threat to Israel. Just last month, Israel bombed the international airport in Yemen, causing extensive damage, destroying the last remaining aircraft used by the Houthi government. Collapse of Assad's regime in Syria in December 2024 was the last nail in the coffin of Iranian dominance. Tehran's years of influence and billions of dollars, which it invested to have a strategic edge in the region, shattered in a matter of few weeks. The new authority in Syria now has shut the door to Iranian influence and is willing to engage with its arch rivals, Israel and the US. Ever since Iran's Islamic Revolution in 1979, the Shiite country spent enormous financial, political, and military resources to develop a network of allies. These allies across the Middle East accepted Tehran's leadership and its so-called vision of fighting Western hegemony. Dubbed as the Axis of Resistance, this group of allies helped Iran expand its influence from Red Sea to Mediterranean Sea. Iran's elite Quds forces are reportedly responsible for training and arming these proxies of Tehran. These allies were supposed to join Iran if the Shiite country faces any war. As Israel launched one of the deadliest attacks that Iran has faced since the 1980s, the axis of resistance is nowhere to be seen. Except for the Houthis, none of the prominent members have said anything about taking retaliatory measures. Heads must be rolling in Iran by now on its next move. It seems that in its war against Netanyahu's men, Khamenei has no friend left to rely on. A possible military escalation, intensified proxy war, or coercive diplomacy. Whichever way Tehran chooses here on, the actions are going to reshape the equations in West Asia.